internet for Chinese tea education and for seeing cute cats on rooftops in China. This is Huang Huang, and this is my rooftop here in China. See, it's totally China. It's not a green screen. Anyway, it's got my Chaozhou stove all fired up with ample coals in there. Pretty cool tea today. It's been on the channel a couple times. Moonlight White. Yunnan white tea. And this is only the first example of Moonlight White I've had. But you can just see those furry little trichome covered leaves and buds. Yeah, grab one here. Ample. See, there's a little bud inside the leaf there. I don't know if it'll focus. But yeah, the back of the leaves are like black. And have these super trichome covered little buds. Really cool tea. Anyways, I'm going to get into a nice rinse and then we'll see how it is. I've had it before. It's delicious. You know, it's totally different than like a Fuding or a Zhenghe white tea. It's you know, it doesn't have that signature creamy vanilla, but it has its own sort of thing going on. Let's get into the first infusion here. Boop. You can probably hear some construction going on. Yeah, the first floor is back at it with the renovations. And that sounds like some sort of rotary saw. And I guess they're sawing some tile. You know, floors, they don't do carpet in China. It's usually concrete buildings. There's no wooden structures either. It's concrete buildings with tile hard floors. So that sounds like some tile cutting. Let's go see what that is. Garden's doing really well. Yeah, cutting some tile down there. Serpent Rider, welcome. What am I drinking? Well, I'm glad you asked, buddy. Moonlight White. Good old Yunnan Moonlight White. This is that same bag of white tea I've been working on. Smells really nice. But yeah, it's that Moonlight White. You can see the trichomes get kind of dark once they get wet. But it has such a density of trichomes that it just doesn't all just get soaked. So you can see there's some parts that are wet, some parts still dry. Hey, Pablo Juan Sena and Bella 36. This is a white tea. I'm in China. This is my rooftop here in China. My nice little rooftop garden. And yeah, just drinking this white tea, gongfu style. It's kind of the Chinese way to make tea. Wow, 17 people watching. But yeah, thanks for stopping by and visiting my little rooftop garden here in Shenzhen. It's the southern China. Yeah, that Bald Bai Mudan yesterday. It's pretty good. I actually have a short video about that coming out in a couple hours. But yeah, this is Huang Huang, my dog, and this is Huza. And she's the mother of my main battle dog who's downstairs. Because if he was up here, he would kill this poor cat. And this cat's... oh my gosh. I don't even know if I should show that. Yeah, this cat requires constant maintenance. You have to just clean the eyes. Some people suggested it was like a bacterial infection or something. But it's just this type of cat. The exotic short hair. High maintenance animal. Yeah, Bald Bai Mudan. Yeah. Yeah, I'm only closely acquainted. So this is going to be the second infusion here. I'm only closely acquainted with a bald with Shou Mei balls. And so yeah, having a Bai Mudan ball was pretty cool. And actually I stretched out some of those leaves and it was a good picking standard. Some pretty complete bud and 2 leaves. Got a nice bud in there. Yeah, show me balls. Try not to do that much. But yeah, really nice sunset today on the roof. Bob Cox, welcome to the party. Yeah, I'm kind of a short steeper. Yeah, maybe a little bit atypical. But, you know, I've got about 8 grams in here. And so, yeah, I just do kind of quick steeps with more leaf. I tend to be more of a more leaf, less steep time kind of guy. But yeah, I mean, maybe this next infusion number 3, I'll let it sit a while and we can compare. Probably get some more color out of it. But thanks for the question, Bob Cox. Welcome to my roof here in a little bit smoggy today, southern China. But a really nice sunset on that structure there. Yeah, let me chug this, and then I'll do a longer infusion. But yeah, pretty fairly clear, except for the I mean, it's a little bit dark, but not much. It's fairly translucent. But you can see those trichomes floating around in there. That's an interesting angle. You can kind of see the hairs floating around. 6 a.m. You must be in. You must be on the East Coast. Cool. Thanks, Bob Cox. All right, let me cook these leaves a little bit and see what kind of color we can get going. But you can see these trichomes that are still white, they have not even come in contact with the water. It's like these trichomes create this like watertight, it's kind of like a natural waterproofing. But yeah, I'm trying to clear this gongfu. Okay, let's try it now. Let's see what we got. So yeah, definitely more yellow now. Whoops, lost one. Look at that nice bud just kind of tucked into the leaf there. Really cool. But yeah, you can see it's like a penguin's fur coat or something. Oops. You can see like these lighter portions here, they're just not like saturated with the water yet. See, like this part of the bud is, but this lighter part not. It's really interesting. It's like a beautiful little bud and first leaf there. Anyways, yeah, so this is third infusion. You can see those trichomes fluttering about, catching the sun. That's actually kind of a beautiful shot right there. But, yeah. Is there caffeine or just flavor? Yeah, there is caffeine. This is tea, Camellia sinensis. Bob Cox, these are not oil glands. So the trichomes on Camellia sinensis, they're non-glandular. So it's actually just a physical hair barrier against insects, and some people suggest that it forms like a little microclimate around the leaf. But yeah, I guess there probably are some oil glands on the leaf surface. I haven't really gone deep into the biology of the leaf like that. I just know that the trichomes aren't glandular. Like some have expressed, I saw one video once where they're like, they're glandular. I'm like, no, on cannabis, it's glandular. You know, those trichomes produce THC. But here with tea, it's really just a physical barrier being formed to protect it against mostly insects. But yeah, all tea has caffeine. You know, all tea is from the Camellia sinensis plant. And yeah, I don't really have a good example of a healthy plant on this roof. Actually, this little stick here is a Camellia sinensis stick. I had a massacre last summer where I had just a bunch of tea plants die from overheating. I still kind of feel bad about it. But yeah, look at that nice bud. I'm just going to drink it. But yeah, the hairs on tea, they don't produce any sort of liquid or anything. But I would imagine there are some like glands on the surface of the leaf that do something. And maybe you can't see with your eye. Kimberly Fowler, welcome to my rooftop garden here in Shenzhen, China. And just across the border from Hong Kong is where I live here. And some of you might be saying, hey, a tea cellar that's in China, that's a red flag. Yeah, it's a lot of red flags, but that's just part of being in China. This is my dog, Huang. There's my cat, Hoza. And they're both rescues, although I think they kind of rescued me. Yeah, I didn't like save them from like a car accident or a burning building, but just the life of the streets. Wow, that's cool, Bob Cox. Awesome. Yeah, I like I do a lot of like ginger, which is just really popular in the Chinese cuisine. Kimberly has a dog and a cat too. Cool. I actually have 2 dogs and 2 cats. But yeah, my main battle dog would kill the cat, so he's downstairs. But yeah, I'm just drinking this white tea. It's called Moonlight White. It's from Yunnan Province. Excuse me. It's from Yunnan Province. Kind of mellow. It doesn't have that like creamy vanilla mouth coating effect that like a fooding white tea would have. Wow. Ginseng and turkey tail. What is turkey tail? I don't know what that is. Yeah, it is woodier. This does taste woodier. And a little bit bitter. I'm chewing on one of those buds right now. And it's a lot more bitter than a small leaf kind of fooding variety of white tea would be. Jeremiah VR, welcome. I have seen you around these here parts before. Thanks for joining me. Milo. Aww. Well, this is Huang, who's so mellow. And she's been with us for like 10 years. She just came to us like totally tick-ridden. Pulled 1,000 ticks off her. Then when I was in India, she gave birth to a litter of puppies in my bed. The bed was a total loss. But yeah, she's a good dog. Her name is Huang, which just means yellow in Chinese. You know, in China, they call a dog like this a yellow dog. But it's brown. So that's just the cultural difference there. But yeah, and this cat's, we named it Hoza, which means tiger in Chinese. So, yeah, my other dog downstairs is named Masala, because I was in India drinking a lot of masala chai, when he was born. Medicinal mushrooms, awesome. Yeah, Chinese traditional medicine is all about that stuff. That's so cool. I do a little bit of a chenpi, which is that aged mandarin orange peel. Yeah, my phone is fully charged up. We're not going to have any of those problems today. Thank you, Jeremiah. We are at 54%, holding strong. I don't think it's going to be an issue. Cool. Yeah, thank you. Well, Serpent Rider asked, where's the white cat? She's in here. Right here on the top. Oh, she's trying to escape. I put her in here because they kind of switch off, the white cat and the black cat. They have shifts. Usually the black cat will be up here roaming around all night, running around on that rooftop and whatnot. And so I just came up here and switched them out. Swapped them out because they'll kill each other. This black cat just leaps on the white cat and starts biting her ears as if to say he loves her. Oh my gosh, look at his eyes. I think I should do something about this. I'm going to clean his eyes right now. You guys can be part of this. These are special wipes just for dog's eyes, or cat's eyes. And, you know, he doesn't really like it, but I think it's probably good for him to have clean eyes. Here we go. Jeremiah the mod. Come on, who's that? See, he doesn't really like it. Ah. Oh my gosh, look how dirty, look how messy that is. That's disgusting. This is this type of cat. It's just really prone to just messy eyes. Yeah, sorry you guys have to see this. It's not pus, it's just, you know, some like mucosal discharge. Oh my gosh. Yeah, sorry to show you guys this. It's a little bit graphic, isn't it? I'm just scrubbing this cat's face. Okay, he's a lot cleaner now. Sorry. Okay, let's see. Okay, well, he's really clean now. Oh gosh, yeah, that's kind of disgusting. Sorry about that. It's not easy being a parent. I don't have any human children, although I'd like to. So that's probably something for the future. But yeah, the rooftop's doing really well. I don't know if everybody saw the grape plant recently acquired. Look at this beauty. Grapes. We're growing some serious grapes up here. And I'm going to string some wire across here. Kind of like this steel wire. Hey, Jeremiah VR asked, are you married? I am married. And yep, nice Chinese wife. And she actually bought me this grape plant. So, yeah, you can see it's got some nice grapes about to blast off here. Really beautiful. And it's a little bit stressed out. Like, this is a little bit brown. But it's doing okay. It's doing better than we thought. See, it's already throwing some fresh shoots and stuff. So it's going to be just a beautiful, powerful grape plant. Grape scissors meme. Okay. And this cat, or this dog, sorry, it's not a cat, eating some grass. They actually planted this grass here and over here just for the dogs and the cats to eat. They love it. Look at this beautiful, beautiful rose. Lovely. Really the most impressive flowers up here. I mean, these are pretty impressive. And these are pretty impressive too. It's springtime, you know? It's hard to have a really terrible garden in springtime. This is beautiful. A little like tulip shaped. That's sugarcane over there in the corner. Working the cane. Look at this. Check that out. Look at this petal density. Look at this thing. Is that not incredible? An extremely potent aroma. Not unlike one of my Dansong Oolong teas. And this, of course, is my lovely sweet potato bush. And basically, you just take some sweet potatoes, throw them in the garden, and they thrive. This is my lemon tree. We got a couple of lemons hanging there. Huh? It's cool to actually like get real lemons just out of this little pot. Like, look at this. Tiny. They sure can, Jeremiah. Serpent Rider, thank you for the meme suggestion. I'll definitely spend some time looking that up. Speaking of looking stuff up, I've been looking up how I want to handle green tea picking season. So I have some good contacts in Hangzhou and Hubei, but there's so much green tea I haven't gone deep with yet, like Biluochun or Anji Bai Cha, which is actually a Lu Cha green tea. So there's just a lot that I could do. And so, yeah. So I'm about to... look, she's eating grass over here now. Good girl, huh? This cat. Always judging us. Jeremiah, this is the sunset. In China, it's, 12 to 15 hours ahead of America. So you guys are just waking up in America. Sunset over here. So yeah, I'm planning a trip to central China and then kind of like central eastern China. And I'd like to put together like a green tea sampler. And I'd like to kind of bring it to market like pretty fast. So I'm trying to like hustle and figure out how I want to do this, because there's always so much excitement around spring picking season, and I really want to capture that. And like last year I did a lot of purchasing way after spring picking, and then I had to like swap which teas I was using, because it just goes like there's enough demand for a lot of this tea to be sold out like a month after it's picked, or even before it's picked, for like the most prime choice stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to make like a cool that's what I'm afraid of, Serpent Rider. So I'm actually on like a little bit of a budget, but wow, look at that arm. Have you ever seen an arm that big? Whoa. Anyways, yeah, so I need to hit the tea mountains, make some new relationships, because I only have a good gongfu connection out there in Sichuan, and then I have a good Longjing partner out there in Hangzhou. But yeah, the Biluochun, Enshi Yulu, and a good Maojian. So I wanna get some more green tea connections, and it kind of sucks to show up during this season, like kind of their busy season, and then try to make a relationship happen. So I'm gonna try my best to make it happen. And I'm really glad I got that gongfu connection, before they started getting busy, because it's just easier that way. But yeah, I don't want to show my naked body here. I don't have a shirt on. I'm losing weight this year. So in August, when I'm 80 kg, like 170 pounds, I will show you guys my chest. But not until then. I'm still so deeply ashamed. I'm a little bit chubby. Yeah, sorry for the construction work going on. Just cutting some tiles. I'm like this guy, just going for it. Looks like they have some bougainvillea down there on their table. That pink and white plant right there. Looks like some bougainvillea. This guy handling it. Cool. Anyways, hope everyone's doing well. Let's check on the mountain. We haven't checked on the mountain in a while. Let's see what's going on over there. Oh, yeah, it's still there. Pretty clear today. Yeah, time to stop bulking and start cutting. That's right, Serpent Rider. You know, I've been bulking for the last 15 years, so it's finally time to cut. Would you shave your chest before you're going to show it? Tanjiro Kamado, absolutely not. I waxed my chest once when I was a kid, and that was a huge mistake, and never again. No, that's a little bit not really my thing. Well, I ended up getting like little pimples all over my body, like waxed my whole chest and back. Like it was. My friends were like, "Hey, we should do this," and I was like, "Okay." Yeah, they do. That's a good point, Serpent Rider. Yeah, there is that kind of general curiosity with what other people are doing. You know, kind of, "Oh, you're doing something different. Let me watch." I'd say it's pretty similar to most places. Maybe in America, people just walk by, they're like, "Not today." But, yeah, anyways, let's keep drinking this nice Yunnan Snow White. No, Moonlight White. Jeremiah VR, what are you talking about? Will you be a mod? What does that mean? What are you trying to say to me? A moderator? You want special privileges? You entitled. You're probably Gen Z, aren't you? I'm just kidding. Generation warfare. I don't like you because you're different. You want to be a moderator? Okay, you just keep an eye on Serpent Rider. If he starts, you know, getting out of hand, you just tell me. But I'll block him. I'll block him so fast. Won't even know what hit him. I'm just kidding. A lot of power having 5 people watching a live stream. It's going to my head. It's going to my head. But yeah, really nice sunset over there. And a really nice chow chow stove. And really nice to have people watching my live stream. Yeah, let me finish this one. Oh, look, I got a lucky leaf in there. Let's keep going here. This is like infusion number 4, I believe. Yeah, I'll cook it a little bit. Jeremiah VR. Sir, yes, sir. There are still parts of this that aren't even wet. Look at that. Look, there's like a dry bud in there. It's like the 4th infusion, 5th infusion. And there's like this bud that's just been like repelling. Look at the underside of this, totally dry. It's been like repelling water. It's pretty fascinating. It's a totally different type of plant. You know, this is from those large leaf Asamaka varieties out in Yunnan. You know, in China, it's kind of the further east you go, kind of the smaller the leaf varieties get in general. And so, it's just a totally different plant. It's really interesting. Really cool. That's a really short steep. Yeah, that's what they call me. They call me short steeper. Garden check. Tanjiro Kamado. Can we have a garden check right now? Okay, we're going to do a garden check. Garden check time. Here we go. Okay, we got the little bonsai. It's coming back to life. I almost killed it before. We got this little, don't know what it is. Looks like some sort of rose or something. Bougainvillea. This extremely healthy, clearly genetically modified rose. We got all these little things. Just everything. Thriving. Look at this. About to open up to a beautiful flower. Look at that. Is that a white rose? It's just amazing. Look at this. Look at all these flowers just about to pop open. You can tell spring has sprung. Look at this garden. Look at this thing. Look, there's like this golden ratio going on here. There's like this beautiful nature happening. All right, Serpent Rider, thanks for stopping by, man. Sorry we got distracted with the garden check again. But see you later, man. Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it, as always. Look at the colors here. The brilliance of nature on full display as the sun sets on the Eastern Empire. And yeah, we got this grape plant absolutely thriving. Don't you worry, Serpent Rider, I ain't stopping my steep anytime soon. And we got this beautiful multicolored. Look, it's pink and these are orange. This one's pink, these are orange. Clearly something going on there. Look at this dog. So chill. So chill. One can only hope to have this level of deep, complete relaxation. Anyways, back to the tea over here. And, yeah, I got a pretty good water supply still. Haven't been slurping it down too much. That's good. Jeremiah of VR, be good, Rider. All right, homie. You stay up. Tanjiro Kamado, was that garden check up to standards? Oh, Jeremiah's keeping an eye on Serpent Rider. There's some kind of rivalries taking place within the chat. Anyways, I'm probably going to end up making like 50 green tea samplers. And each one will have maybe 3 to 6, if I'm lucky, fresh 2025 green teas, the best I can find over the next, 2 months. And I want them to be in Oklahoma, ready to ship in May. So that's the goal. And, yeah, that's the plan. That's the goal. I'm going to have like a custom box with just like 3 or 5 pouches inside it. It's going to be like a custom branded cool box. And that's going to start my annual green tea sampler. And I'm going to do it every year and try to improve it. Sorry, this is so ugly down here. I need to redo what's going on over there. But yeah, maybe I'll put some plants here that can kind of grow out. That'd be beautiful. But, yeah, that's the plan. So probably in the next week or so, I'm going to hit the road, hit the rails, and do some high-speed training around China to get some great tea and learn more about these teas because I'm really inexperienced, with Biluochun, and Anji Baicha. So funny, last time I was in Hangzhou, I could have just gone like an hour away to Anji Baicha, but it just wasn't even on my radar then. I was so infatuated with the Longjing, Westlake Longjing, that I just didn't even see the Anji Baicha. Well, Tanjiro Kamado, that is the question. I want something distinct. Well, what does that mean? I just don't know. It's interesting. I'm not like a professional taster. So, maybe if I like a tea, maybe other people don't really like it. So, I'm going to try a bunch of samples and I might even come home and then share them with some other people. And make some hard choices and then place some orders. yeah, I mean, every tea is kind of different, so I would just kind of be, talking to some of my acquaintances and reading what it should taste like, and then kind of just what I like, and there are also like these other characteristics like the body and the aroma and stuff. So I'll just kind of judge it how I can and hope people like it. I have pretty good reviews so far. So, all right, Jeremiah VR, thanks for your duties moderating the live stream today. Really appreciate it. Have a good day at school. Don't listen to everything they tell you, because the best wisdom won't be acquired at school. But I hope you're doing well, and have a good day. Yeah, I mean, I would try to educate myself on what each tea should taste like, and then I would just try to try a bunch. And bye, Jeremiah VR. Ooh, I just heard some thunder. But yeah, it's like I use my own judgment, and then I'll also share it with some other acquaintances who I trust their opinion on tea. But yeah, it's no guarantee that just because I like a tea, other people like it. But I've had pretty good reviews so far, so I'm just gonna keep doing that. And over time, I'll just become better at understanding what makes a good, example of each tea. It's tricky. It's a little tricky. But yeah, I'm going to try to create like 50 of these green tea sampler boxes and just sell them, just sell them in May and see if that works. And maybe I'll be one of the first, because I run a really, really streamlined operation. Like, I'm going to be tasting a bunch of teas, making the decision, ordering the teas, packing the teas, shipping the teas. Like, I do it all. So I can like really hustle in like a week and just move stuff out, make it happen. So yeah, maybe I'll be one of the first. No, that's more of like a white tea. White tea's the least processed, which is essentially just withered in the sun and then kind of dried. But with green tea, you're halting the oxidation by cooking it before it gets too dark and oxidized. That's why it stays green. So yeah, it'll usually be like picked and then rolled, or there's like, so with like Longjing, they wok fire it and they give it that kind of flatness. It's not a rolled tea. But with like Biluochun, there's probably some rolling, or they use the rolling machines. And yeah, so it's that wok firing process which stops the oxidation, making it a green tea. Because if you waited longer and let it wither for like 2 days or something, it'd be more brown. And then you'd wok fire it, and then it'd be like a red tea, because you've just let it oxidize further. So yeah, white tea's the only one that's not cooked. Yep. Anyways, hope everyone's doing well out there. This is like the 6th infusion or whatever of this Yunnan Moonlight White. And I haven't been to Yunnan in so long. And actually, last time I was in Yunnan was before I even had a tea company. So I think it's time to go back and reconnect. Probably not going to do that now. I might do that towards the end of the year. And then my dream is to like ride my bicycle across Yunnan next year after I lose some fat. So that's the plan. I think that'd be so epic. Just riding a bicycle through all these tea mountains in Yunnan. Bicycle touring, I believe it's like the best way to really see a place because you're like on the ground, meeting new people constantly. It's really interesting. It's an amazing way to see a place. Weren't you're going to a village, and what about Sean? I'm not really sure what you mean, Tanjiro Kamado. So yeah, very soon I'm going to be going to a bunch of little tea villages. I'm going to start with Enchi out in Hubei province, which is the only steamed green tea. You know, all the green tea in Japan is steamed. It's like the famous way of doing it. But in China, they usually use the wok firing. So it creates that kind of like chestnut kind of nuttiness. So Enchi Yulu out in Hubei province is really unique because it's not wok fired like all the other Chinese green teas. It's steamed to halt the oxidation. But yeah, thanks for swinging by my rooftop here in China. And I'm probably going to, I'll probably do a couple more infusions. Let me just finish more of this tea. I'll probably do one more infusion and then put it out of its misery. So this is like the 7th infusion, I think, of this Moonlight White, a Yunnan white tea. That's a pretty good picking standard on this stuff. It's a bud and 1 or 2 leaves, and they're all pretty well intact and beautiful. And look at these just beautiful buds here. Just beautiful. Let me line some up here. They're just beautiful. Absolutely stunning. See, this one broke off here. But, yeah, a lot of really nice buds in this. It's a really cool tea. Really happy to have this. Tanjiro Kamado asked, how many followers do you got on all your platforms? When are we going to Japan? Alright, so I told my wife when I get to 20,000 followers across platforms, we'll go to Japan. So right now I have about 10,400. 10,400, about that. So we're halfway there. But, you know, it's interesting. The social media growth, it's not linear. It's like, you can have like one successful video and just change everything. So, you know, I'm not like betting on that, but yeah, it took me like 8 or 9 months. No, it took me like 11 months to get to 10,000, or about 10 months. So, because I started April, and I just kind of passed 10 like a month ago. So, yeah, like 10 months. So this next 10,000 followers, it's going to be speeding up a little. So, I don't know, maybe it'll be this year. I think it's going to be this year for sure. So, probably a Christmas in Japan is probably what it's going to look like. I've never been to Japan. I've been living in Asia so long. Never been to Japan. So, probably this year, probably for Christmas. And that'll be fun. That will be fun. Tanjiro Kamado, it's funny you remember that. Yeah. Yeah, when I hit 20,000 across platforms. Just today, hit 2,000 over on TikTok. And then I just yesterday hit 1,700 over on Instagram. And then I just hit 349 today on YouTube. And maybe Bob Cox subscribed? Maybe? I don't know. But, yeah, it's going pretty good. I haven't been as consistent as I should. So, like, next Monday, I really want to get back to 2 short videos every day. And, yeah. So, I'll probably end it there. Thank you so much, Bob Cox, for stopping by. And thank you, Bella36 swing by and said hello. And Pablito Juancena asked what's that. And Serpent Rider was chill. Bob Cox, lots of chit chat. Kimberly Fowler stopped by, told us about her dog. Jeremiah VR was moderating in his mind. And yeah, it's Tenjiro Kamado, as always, a pleasure. Thank you for stopping by, everyone. Yeah, yeah, I think Lemon, isn't Lemon just pictures and not video? I'm really just kind of leaning into the video because I'm so handsome. And you got to play to your strengths. So, but yeah, Instagram and TikTok. That's next for me, going live on those at the same time. I'm really just waiting on, I need to buy a new microphone so I can have one on each phone. And then I need to get something where I can like hold two phones at the same time, like a psychopath. And so I'm going to just pick up those things. And then also, my network up here still isn't the best. So I probably need to spend another $100 and install an access point, like on the wall here. And I'll just be running a cable out over here. It'll come over there. And then maybe just like under here. Or just like zip tie an access point. Like an outdoor router, essentially. And I'll probably just zip tie it on there. Or I'll just zip tie it like right here. Where I stand like right next to it. That's probably what I'll do. Just become a weirdo like that. And then, yeah, I'd like to be live streaming on multiple platforms at the same time doing that. I tried using that software Restream, and that was just a nightmare. On mobile, it was really clunky and ineffective. So yeah, I'm gonna have like a router outdoor access point just zip tied onto here. That would be awesome. Cool. All right, well, I will let you go. Thank you for stopping by the roof here in China and drinking some tea with me. And I wish everyone a good day out there in the Western world. Okay, Al Haq, he caught me right as I was about to close up shop. This is a white tea from Yunnan province. It's called Moonlight White. And it's buds and 1 or 2 leaves. See, there's a bud. And yeah, it's a pretty strict picking standard. So a lot of really nice intact leaves and buds. And yeah. So it's a white tea from Yunnan called Moonlight White. And yeah, thank you. Thank you, Al Haq, for stopping by. And, I might just do one more infusion. I love to see a new face on the channel. Thanks for stopping by, Al Haq and Tenjiro Kamado. If you're going to bounce out, that's quite all right. Yeah, it's essentially like a Bai Mudan from Yunnan. Yeah. Good eye, Al Haq. Yeah, it is like a Bai Mudan. And these beautiful, beautiful buds. And actually, I could probably unfurl this leaf and get an even more immature bud inside it. Let me try to do that. Yeah, see, check that out. Super young bud inside there. Really need multiple hands. There we go. I've like undone this one. So yeah, this little bud was inside this first leaf, but I've pried it out of its... It was ensconced in that leaf. Mayor rhymes with Slayer. What's up, man? Al Haq, I love Bai Mudan too. This was given to me, and I don't have any information on the picking standard. But, the year. But it's really interesting. You know, it's this Camellia sinensis assamica. So it's like darker and thicker. Really nothing like. Let me get this one out of here. Ho ho ho! Really nothing like a Fuding Bai Cha. Totally different kind of plant. That Camellia sinensis assamica. But yeah, this is essentially from Yunnan. Cool. Yeah, it's really good thing. But my information on it is limited because it was just given to me by a friend. You know, my wife just brought this home. So someone, you know, my wife is a yoga professional. She's like a yoga teacher. And so her students find out I love tea and they just give her tea to give to me. So that's a good like system. I've engineered my life to just get new tea coming at me. But I don't always have the most detailed information on it. Yeah, they are delicious. These buds, you know, they're not as delicious as a Fuding bud. These Assamica buds are a little bit more bitter, but still fun to eat. I do love chewing on these buds. Look at that fat bud. I mean, there's actually like a bud inside this. It's another one of those leaves ensconced in it. But, yeah. Mayor Rhymes the Slayer, thanks for stopping by, dude. Just doing this Moonlight White over here. Stream's a little choppy. Uh-oh. Occasionally pixelated and breaking up for 1 second every minute or so. Thank you for telling me, Mayor Rhymes the Slayer. I really like that feedback. I think what I need to do, since I've upgraded my router, and it's way better than it was, but there's still problems, I need to run an access point. And just run a Cat 5 over that fence, out my... There's like these little ducts for the air conditioner pipe. So I'm going to like run it out that pipe, and then probably run it up to here, and just mount a wireless access point with like antennas. And so, yeah, that's what I'm getting on. I'm going to do that. You know, it's just more money. Just another $100 in networking equipment. So, yeah. Ah, thanks, man. I appreciate it, dude. Really appreciate it. Thank you. So cool, dude. Yeah, man. It's hard to mess up a white tea for sure. For sure. But yeah, I'm gonna improve the stream quality. It's like a battle because these thick concrete floors just blocking my Wi-Fi signal. And I even like bought this super intense. My router looks like a spaceship, but still not potent enough, I suppose. Yeah, and just cook it. Cook this tea as long as you want. It's still gonna taste great. It's amazing. I've been doing my short steeps, and the way I do my short steeps, it's like I can get 10 steeps out of this and still get amazing color, and still get amazing trichomes. Look at all those little trichomes floating around in there. So cool. Yeah, this is a winner. I need to try to get more information about it. And of course, next time I go to Yunnan, I'll be hunting for this. I'll just go to each tea mountain, shaking my little bag. Do you know who makes this tea? But yeah, thanks for stopping by, everybody. Yeah, wireless access point. Zip tied to this post. That's probably the next step for me. So, yeah, because I'd love to have these great quality streams. And also using a VPN in China like I do could be part of the problem too. But I don't really have a very good solution for that. It's difficult. You know, networking in China is always a hassle. But life goes on. Anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for stopping by. And I will leave you with these delicious leaves and buds. Al Haq, appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Mayor Rhymes the Slayer. Have a great time. Have a great day out there in the West. And I will see you guys tomorrow.